Hey, what's up all? It's Jono here and welcome back to Pokemon Unbound. So you find me here on Route 17, heading towards Seaport City to continue on our adventure. But it seems like we still got quite a bit still to explore around here, so that's what we're going to be doing for a short while. And just see if I've missed anything. I probably am still going to miss some things around here, but you know what, even if I do, that's fine. I still want to at least do a little bit of exploring before we head towards Seaport City. And I believe I've not battled you yet before, have I? So let me just check. Let me have a quick look. Who do I want to battle? Well, I am kind of training up Gengar right now, so you know what? Let's stick with Gengar for the time being. I came here from far away to fish for new Pokemon. Oh well, good for you then. Whatever your name is, Magnus. Alright, Magnus, let's see what you have. Ah, Malamar. Probably not the best option for Gengar, so I think I'm going to switch Pokemon right now. I'm just going to switch to Ampharos for now. Yeah, let's just switch Pokemon. Oh, yes, just as I thought. Aha, but now you've been paralyzed, so go screw yourself, Malamar. Right. Let's try Signal Beam. Yeah, nice. See, I have a use for Signal Beam after all. Alright, let's see what other Pokemon we have. Ooh, Samurott. I'll stick with Ampharos for now, why not? I mean, I was kind of tempted to bring my own Samurott out just to compare the two of them, but you know what? Let's just let Ampharos have its moment in the spotlight with this battle. Nice. That's a thought. I recently picked up a TM for Thunderbolt, didn't I? Might be worth teaching it to Ampharos if it's any better. Actually, that's a thought. I've not had a proper look at my TM case in ages. I'm going to have a little proper look at it. Anyway. That Pokemon. Yeah. I can't help but think that name has been shortened, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. As I said, I'm more of a old school Pokemon gamer, so yeah. Even though I do like to try and play as many Pokemon games, I am definitely more knowledgeable with the older games, so that's my excuse. You know what, I'm going to bring out Lucario. Could be a mistake. Actually, that might be a big mistake if I have a feeling. Oh no, that's alright, you're using Dragon Pulse, that's fine. Yeah, not very effective, so screw you. So in that case, I'm going to use Dragon Pulse on you. Yeah, see how you like it. It's not going to knock it out, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to resort to using Aqua Tail, but that's not going to do much. Just use Dragon Pulse again, seeing as that's working a wonder. Very nice, Lucario. Well, you were going to level up anyway, but nice to see that actually get confirmed. And there we go, we defeated Magnus. Were my travels in vain? Well, not really. You've got some decent Pokemon if these are the Pokemon you've caught. I should go back home. There was much more variety in watery areas where I came from. Are you from the Hoenn region by any chance? Probably. Anyway, where does this go? It goes to a TM, conveniently. Psyshock. An odd psychic wave attack. Dear target, this does physical damage. Right, well, now that you've reminded me, let's actually have a look at the TM case, because I have quite a few new TMs, don't I? Let's see, we'll ignore the HMs. So we've got Water Pulse, which is probably not really necessary. There's Thunderbolt. Actually, curiously, Gengar can learn it. Anyway, but Ampharos can learn Thunderbolt, unsurprisingly. So, you know what, how does that compare to Discharge? My main, strong attack right now. I think it's stronger, isn't it? Oh yeah, Thunderbolt's definitely stronger. But it's one of those that hits all targets in a double battle, which can be both good and bad. But honestly, that's probably not going to be worth it, so I'm going to have you forget Discharge. I'll keep it Shockwave, as a backup, because at least it's a move that doesn't miss, so that's fine. Brick Break. I think that's a recent TM I got as well. You know what? I might as well teach that as well. Not totally strong, and actually, is it even worth teaching it to Lucario? I'm not sure. I don't think it's worth teaching it to Lucario. Ooh, also, I've gone way too far back. Let me have a quick look. Well, there's Shockwave anyway, so that's fine. Rock Tomb, no. Aerial Ace, not really. False Swipe could be useful, but only if I'm actually going to be going after specific Pokemon, so we're not going to do that. So let's see. Drain Punch. Oh yeah, Drain Punch is a new one, isn't it? Could be worth teaching that to Lucario. Question is, am I prepared to sacrifice one of your existing moves? Let's see. Well, it's 75 damage. Definitely want to keep Aura Sphere. I kind of want to keep Low Kick. That inflicts more damage on heavier foes, which is very useful. But most of the time I just end up using Aura Sphere anyway and only use Low Kick in necessary situations. So, you know what? I'm going to say goodbye to Low Kick. It can be useful, but honestly, a lot of the time, I don't see to battle that many, like, heavy Pokemon anyway, so let's leave that for now. Anything else I could teach? Well, there's Psyshock. It says it does physical damage, yet it's technically a special move, so I really don't get what that means, but Espeon can learn it. But then again, oops, that's not what I want. I wanted Espeon. But then again, Espeon already knows, I think, Psybeam and Psykick. No, you know, Psykick and Future Sight, that's it. So Psyshock really is, I don't know, kind of unnecessary. Unless there's something else that I'm missing from that. Honestly, probably not worth it. No, you know what? I think that'll do for now. But I think having Ampharos learn Thunderbolt is probably an overall better time. Also, are you going to be a Shelter or an actual shell? Yeah, it's a seashell. Alright, so that looked like a dead end on the water, but I'm pretty sure there's more to see around here. Also, I have a feeling I need to put on a Max Repel. I'm not sure, but we got ourselves a shiny stone, and I do see that in the corner there. I do see you. The strange creature was sucked into the cube. There we go. Let's see. Okay, this is the existing path I've been up, and this is as far as I can go by the looks of it. Oh, hello. I was going to say I've not had a chance to talk to you. I thought I saw you, but I wasn't sure if I spoke to you already. I am an eloquent bird keeper. I only partake in the finest of aerial battles. As such, I refuse to partake in battles where Pokemon on the ground are utilised. Here, Nat, would you care for a sky battle? Okay, I don't have any flying Pokemon with me right now. But that's interesting. We can do a sky battle? That's a thing in this game? In this ROM hack? Right, well, I mean, I would give it a go, but unfortunately, I don't really have any flying type Pokemon with me right now. So I can't really do that, and none of my flying type Pokemon that I have in storage are going to be that strong. Well, so let me just double check there isn't like a sneaky way around. No, there definitely isn't. Okay. I can't help but think that I may have missed something else. I swear there's something else. Also, apparently I did have a repel still active from last time. Alright, good to know. Yeah, we got the water there, but I don't think you could actually reach it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly backtrack just in case I may have missed something. But if I don't see anything obvious, then I will just head back and then travel to Seaport City. And we'll just take it from there. Also, hello, Pokemon. This is a Tropius, not the endless bloody Pelipper that I had in the last episode. Right, anyway, I'm going to do some backtracking and just see if I've potentially missed like an area that I could have gone in earlier. Oh, that's right, we have this guy that's trapped by the boulders. So you know what, let's free you again because I think I can get another berry from you, can't I? Because it's another day. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. I have 2. Ooh, wicked berries. And yeah, I can indeed talk to you again another time if I wanted to. I've already been up there, but that's fine. So yeah, I was wondering how I'd get to you, so yeah, that's that. Alright, well, as I said, I'm going to do a bit of backtracking. I'm not too sure if I have forgotten anywhere, but it wouldn't hurt to backtrack at least, and I kind of need to heal my Pokemon anyway and find that Chansey, so I'll do that, and then if I don't find anything, or at least if I don't find anything obvious, I will return back to where I started from in this episode, and I will get mobbed by a wild Pokemon, a Pidgeotto in this case. No, I will go back to where I started this episode from, and I will continue on the way towards Seaport City. Okay, so I've just done a bit of backtracking, and unless there is a little area that I somehow forgot to check out, I couldn't really see anything. But then again, I didn't really go too far back along this route, so I might have somehow still missed a random area, but even if I have, that's absolutely fine, because I'm probably going to have to do a ton of backtracking at some point anyway, now that I'm getting more and more HMs to be able to navigate around various parts of the routes that I haven't been able to yet. Especially considering I now have rock climb, so if I've missed anything along this route, then I'll just easily come back. It's absolutely fine. And you know what? I think I'm more interested in heading into Seaport City. There we are, Seaport City. Very long entrance. I would go into the... Actually, no, we are going to go to the Pokemon Center, but I did find that Chansey and healed my Pokemon already anyway, but we'll have a little chat with everyone. Battling in the Camomon's Battle House is a great way to train your Pokemon quickly, but don't forget to set the order of your Pokemon's moves before battling there. Okay, ooh, that's interesting. I hear one of the vendors in the market sells special Pokeballs imported all the way from Johto. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we've got some of those apricorn Pokeballs available, have we? How's it going, fella? I came all the way here from Magnolia Town in East... Oh, in Magnolia Town in East Boreas to check out this here Battle Frontier. I heard you could spend hours just battling non-stop. Oh yeah, that's right, the Battle Frontier is here, isn't it? In fact, it's up there, but I'm going to assume I'm not going to be allowed in, am I? But the Battle Frontier is being currently renovated, which is probably what I expected. So, yeah, you do realise it's being renovated, right, don't you? Yeah, so good luck with that. Sorry to burst your bubble there. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the Pokemart, even though I don't really need to buy anything. Although, I do see a second vendor, though, so we'll have a chat with you in a bit. The Timer Ball may not be useful at the start of battle, but it's great for long, drawn-out battles with legendary Pokemon. Indeed it is, which is why I always like to try and get as many Timer Balls as possible. Forget Timer Balls, the Heavy Ball is the ideal ball for capturing legendary Pokemon. Many of them are super heavy, and the Heavy Ball winds up having a better chance to capture any of them than a maxed Timer Ball. Don't believe me? Just set your last used ball to always... Wait, just set your last used ball to always best ball in the options menu and see for yourself. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, let me have a quick look. So in the settings, wait a minute. Where do I see this? Let me have a quick look. Presumably in the battle options? Oh, okay. Last used ball, always best ball. Oh, right. Okay, interesting. Ah, how did I not notice that before? Interesting. Alright, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, I did not know that was a thing, so that's kind of, interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot I still got puzzle difficulty set on easy, haven't I? Yeah, I did have it on challenging, but I ended up turning it off, I think, in the Void of Ruin, or the Ruins of Void, because one of the puzzles there just kind of annoyed me, and I just went, sod it, I'm just going to go onto easy, and I never bothered to change it back. You know what, I'll probably I'll leave it on easy, because this is my first time playing this game at the end of the day. And if I do decide to replay this game, I cannot speak right now, probably play on a harder difficulty. Thanks, mouth. See, I wasn't difficult to get out, right? Jeez. Right, let me have a look and see what you have. Well, actually, you already have a bunch of Timer Balls already. You know what? I'm actually going to stock up on them right now. I'm not going to need 99 of them, but you know what? Even though I'm probably not going to need them right now, I'm going to stock up on 20 of them. Yeah, I'm going to stock up on 20 of them. And I'll probably end up buying some Heavy Balls as well, and just to see what the difference is, really. Although that's kind of interesting that there's an option for that. Because of course I could just, you know, study all the effects on my own, but it's nice just to have like a quick thing just to have a glance at instead of having to constantly remember which ball is better. And I like that. I just like that. Just those little quality of life things, which is always nice. I remember many years ago when Seaport City was just beginning to blossom. It was back then when the legend, Aros, arrived and helped construct the Battle Frontier. Ah, cool. Okay, well, there's the market, but let me just have a little wander around these buildings anyway and see what's what. And, yes, as a Pokemon trainer, I'm allowed to enter everyone's apartment, so, don't mind me. Ooh, you have a quest for me. Alright. Will you show me a tiny Pokemon? I don't have a small one right now. They're all, they're all pretty big, although I'm gonna bear that in mind. But first, let's talk to you. I haven't been up to eating much lately. Maybe what I need is to hear a cry that sounds like mastication. That might get my hunger up. Okay, a Pokemon resembling a sea cucumber has a cry that sounds like it's gobbling something up. Oh my. Resembling a sea cucumber. Okay, sure. That's a very specific, request, but sure. Okay, let's see if anyone else up here has anything for me. Oh, hello. What are you doing out here? My dream has always been to see the ultimate Pumpkaboo. Yes, one whose size rivals all others. Do you have such a Pumpkaboo? Probably not. I think I've got one, but I'm pretty sure it's just a bog standard Pumpkaboo. Anyway. I bought an ADM from Captain Davies' shipyard. It was a little pricey, but I used it to dig through walls in the KBT Expressway and found one of these. Ah, a bottle cap. Nice. It's just one of the many bottle caps that James from Team Rocket has lost over the years. Getting an ADM from Captain Davy will let you smash through collapsed doorways in the KBT Expressway. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I just realised what you mean now. Right, yeah, there's a load of them. Oh, okay, right. I'm going to have to bear that in mind. Okay, thanks for the heads up there, buddy. Have you come to show me a big Pokemon? I mean, I don't really have a massive Pokemon. I mean, how big? I mean, Garchomp's pretty big, right? Is Garchomp good enough? Bigger than 7 meters. I don't even know if I have a Pokemon bigger than 7 meters. Oh man, so I want a kid that wants to look for a tiny Pokemon, and someone who wants to look for a massive Pokemon. Shame I don't have an Onix. Wait. Do I have an Onix? Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh, no, hang on a minute. I'm gonna have a look in these other places first, at the very least, just to see whether there's any more people that want specific Pokemon. Hello. Okay, looks like she's consumed by the TV. Before you hear my spiel, make some room in your party for a Pokemon. Oh, okay, well, definitely have to go back to the Pokemon Center now. Alright, all changed right now. I need a small Pokemon, a large Pokemon, and apparently space in my party for potentially a new Pokemon. Alright, okay, we're just going to get more and more new Pokemon. That's absolutely fine with me. Right, well, let's first of all move some Pokemon and just see what is what. Right, let me see what kind of Pokemon I have. Cutiefly, I'm pretty sure are actually meant to be pretty small, aren't they? Are they meant to be pretty small? Alright, you know what? I know I've not really used you at all, but you know what? I'm going to use you. I'm pretty sure Cutiefly are meant to be really small. Although I know obviously one tiny Pokemon is that teeny tiny, like, electric spider kind of Pokemon, but I don't think I've caught one of those. I mean, there's Tynamo. We've got Tynamo Chono here. I'm pretty sure Tynamo are pretty small. However, I should check the Pokedex entries, actually, just to see. But in terms of tall Pokemon, actually, I mean, I've got Tropius. Tropius has got to be pretty tall, surely. Alright, we're going to go with that. Tropius has to be really tall. Alright, we'll give these Pokemon a go and see if they're going to be good enough. I hope so. Okay, well, I have a tiny Pokemon. I don't know if this is tiny enough. What about a Cutiefly? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, amazing. Cutiefly is so tiny. I wonder what it would feel like to become Cutiefly. I bet I'd get a way different outlook on life. Just imagining it gets me excited. Tiny things are super interesting. Oh, I got a Pokédoll for that. Alright, cool. Thanks for showing me a tiny Pokemon. It was super interesting. I'd sure like it if you show me one again tomorrow. Oh, so you just going to give me an endless supply of Pokédolls if I just show you a tiny Pokemon? Wait, can I just show you the same Cutiefly? Because if so, well, that's an easy way to get Pokédolls if I really wanted to. Right, what about you? Well, I have a Tropius. Is that going to be large enough for you? Oh. Bigger than 7 meters. Really? Tropius is not that big? Hang on a minute. Get the Pokedex out. I need to have a look and see just how big Tropius actually is. I feel like Tropius are actually pretty tall. but maybe I'm just mistaken. Well, I mean, I guess I am going to have to try and find an Onyx at some point. Actually, I was going to say, did I catch an Onyx in the past? I can't remember. Let me just see. Where's Onyx? Onyx. Actually, bigger... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I have encountered one, but nope, sure enough. I think my best bet would be to get an Onyx, or even get a Magikarp and a Gyarados. But how tall are Tropius? I thought they were pretty big. Okay, let me have a quick look. Tropius. Where are you, Tropius? I can't bloody find you. There you are, Tropius. What was it? Well, that's 6 foot 7 inches. Hang on, how? Well, oh, okay, never mind. Height is 6 foot. Really? It's only a little bit taller than me? Huh, for some reason I always thought Tropius were a lot larger than that. Maybe lengthways it might be larger, but I guess height-wise, huh. For some reason I thought it was larger than that. Alright, okay, I guess I was wrong. Alright, never mind, I guess I'll just have to try and find myself like an Onyx or some point. But I'm not in a massive rush for that. Instead, let me go next door and talk to this person, who obviously who wants to only talk to me if I have space in my party for a Pokemon, so potentially new Pokemon. My husband is a very well-known businessman from Cube Corp. We recently moved here from the Alola region, so he could be closer to work and would be able to come home each night. I brought along 3 Pokemon with me that used to keep me company at night when I was lonely, but now that my husband returns home earlier, I've begun to neglect them. I want them to be happy, and the best way for me to do is to entrust them to a caring trainer. You see the type? Would you like... Oh, right, okay, so basically, we get the Alolan starter Pokemon, don't we? So, Rowlet, Litten, or Poplio? Ooh, okay, well, I'm kind of using Samurott right now, so I don't really need a new Water-type Pokemon. But then again, as much as I like Samurott, I wouldn't mind trying out a new Water-type Pokemon. But then again, we've got Rowlet, that will evolve into, whatever Pokemon it's called. But then again, we got Litten as well, that I think evolves into, was it Incineroar, I think it is? Ooh, who to go for? I'm going to assume I can get all 3 of them eventually, but who do I want to take with me? But then again, I'm going to have to do a bit of training. Not that it really matters, but you know what? Oh, I don't know. Who to go for? Who do I go for? I'm going to have a little think. So I will jump ahead when I've made a decision. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a thought, and you know what? This might be a bit of a surprising decision that I'm going to make. Well, I'm going to go for Poplio. And the reason for that is, if I remember rightly, its final form is part water and part fairy type. And you know what? I think having a fairy type on me might actually prove to be pretty useful in certain situations. So you know what? This might be a bit of a surprising decision, but I'm going to go for Poplio. Yeah, and it has an adamant nature. Nice. Let's not give it a nickname. And we'll just go along with that. I don't want to give each away too fast, come back when you have 7 badges. So I could get all of them eventually, but you know what? I think I want to take a chance with this Poplio. Question is, what level are you? Oh, actually, you are level 45 already. Which is pretty cool. Alright, you know what? We'll give you a go, Poplio, especially as it's not going to take you that long to, well, fully evolve you, actually, so not that much training, so... You know what? I've really enjoyed having you, Samurott. You've definitely been really good, but you know what? I think we're going to have a little change in terms of, like, what Pokemon I'm going to use. Also, this Poplio is a female, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure a lot of the starter Pokemon have a high, like, tendency to be, like, male. So, yeah, I've actually got quite a rare Poplio. Alright, we'll go along with that. So, we'll give you the Mystic Water, and we're going to do some squad switching in a bit, but I still need to have a chat with everyone in this building. Hello. What's that, young sir? You're looking for a place to put up a kindly older gentleman? Unfortunately, I am not in the mood to discuss business at the present moment. You see, my dear real estate queen ran away from me. We had a horrible fight, and she just took off to the streets. Oh, what am I to do? I cannot think without her. Ah, an idea has firmly taken root in my cranium. Would you allow me to accompany you in an attempt to locate my queen? Knowing her, there is little chance you ran far. I mean, sure. Let us begin our search. She must be somewhere in Seaport City. Small and pink. Okay, a rich businessman's Pokemon has gone missing. A small and pink. Well, presumably it sounds like, well, small and pink, well, it could be a Jigglypuff. Something like that, so we'll just have a little wander around. And I suppose it's not a bad idea just to have a little wander around anyway, so let's have a look. So here's the actual seaport. Okay, also there is a hidden item somewhere in this little small vase thing. Alright, cool. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary right now. That's assuming it's going to be outside. So we're going to have a little wander around while we're here, so... okay, so you do not believe that Shy surges to Wells. Okay, so that kind of rules out the docks, but we'll have a little look inside this box for a full heal. Very nice, we'll grab that. And, let's go up here, just another random building. Oh, well, there's an item, I'll have to grab that in a minute. That is the... Oh, hang on, I think I may have seen it. Oh, not quite what I thought, you just said a small pink Pokemon. It's a Skitty. Alright, we'll go and go down and rescue your Skitty. Here we go, we found it. Seems we found quite a catch. Come on, man, hurry up and catch it already. A Skitty like that will go big bucks on the black market. No, you ruffians, leave my queen alone. Huh? Was that you, kid? You think you can interfere with our business? Somebody ought to teach a kid like you to mind your manners. And someone needs to teach you that what you're doing right now is wrong. Also, unsurprisingly, we do have a member of the Black Ferroform getting involved with this. So, right, unfortunately, because I left most of my strong Pokemon in the box, I'm going to have to rely on just using these Pokemon, but that's absolutely fine. So, so Samurott, you go after Combusken, and Ampharos, you can just go after Shieldon. And you can now use your newly learned Thunderbolt. Yeah, there we go. Oh, destroyed. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of Pokemon that's gonna level up ridiculously right now because I've got Cutiefly still in my squad. But surprisingly, I only leveled up twice. I guess it's because I just got experience share like on default. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. That's my team, gain experience. Yep, Cutiefly's gonna level up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's completely unnecessary. No, I don't care because I'm not gonna be using Cutiefly. Okay, it just grew a couple of levels. Oh my god, it's grown quite a few levels since knocking out that Combusken. Alright. Oh, you still have one more Pokemon, have you? Oh dear, well, sucks to be you. Yeah, you know what? Aqua Tail, and in case that doesn't finish you off, I think a Shock Beam will finish you off. Oh, but then again, Ampharos is going to go first again. But that's fine. We can at least weaken you, and then Samurott can finish off the job. Actually, in fairness, that actually did quite a decent amount of damage just for a Shockwave. Ooh, Garchomp grew to level 65. And of course, Cutiefly. Oh, good grief. No, 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 no. Let's just not have that. And there we go. We defeated the burglars. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Wait, that shout didn't come from you. We ain't gonna let you get away with this, fat man. Just you wait, you and your Skitty will regret this. Yeah, good luck with that, you jerks. There, Queenie, it's okay now. Those bad men are gone. I'm sorry we fought earlier. Kingy promises to be better to you from now on. Thank you for your assistance in locating my queen. I will be willing to talk business with you once I arrive home safely. Okay, right, okay, fair enough. Let's just very quickly head back home and get this finished off, and then I can swap my Pokemon round again. Oh, hello. Serves you and him right. If you ever want to see that snobby man again, come alone to the Western Warehouse and don't bring any Pokemon. And don't bring any Pokemon that aren't Ice or Fairy types. I'm going to teach you a lesson you won't forget. Bring only Ice and Fairy types to rescue a rich businessman from some goons in a Western warehouse. Oh, right, so he's just being kidnapped again. Okay, so only Ice and Fairy type. Okay, I have a feeling I know you're going to be using Pokemon that's going to be strong against those Pokemon I'm going to use. Also, this has been unblocked, so I'm going to... Wait, unless this is the KBT Expressway. Oh, it's the KBT Expressway, that's fine. But, nice cape you got there, buddy. Ah, so yeah, that'll explain all of these. So if I get a specific item, I will be able to, like, work my way through there. Haha. Okay, right, that's going to be a bit of a problem doing this next bit, because I don't really have any strong Fairy type at the moment until... Oh, wait a minute. I may have accidentally made the right decision now, because if I evolve Popplio eventually into its final form, I'm sure its final form is part Fairy type. Because that would actually make it work. Okay. Okay, maybe I may have made the right decision after all. Anyway, let's move some Pokemon. And let's just rearrange... Actually, let me have a quick look at what other Pokemon I have. I mean, I do have a few Ice-type Pokemon, but they're not very strong. Because I haven't really been using any Ice-type Pokemon since the beginning of the game. So, yeah, I might have to think about that. I might have to... Well, actually, think about it. As I said, I do want to look at maybe doing some extra training off camera. I keep saying that I want to do this, and to be honest, I really should. So, that's probably something I have to do. But in the meantime, Cutiefly, I definitely don't need you. I also eventually won't need Samurott, but... At the very least, let's just move a couple of Pokemon around. Again, I always thought Tropius was taller than that. What about Serperior? Maybe Serperior might be a bit. No, I don't think it's that long. I don't think it's 7 meters long. So yeah, I might have to work that out. Also, actually, I was going to say I'm going to keep Samurott just to use, like, its water moves. But actually, no, I don't really. If I'm going to use Popplio and eventually its evolved form, then I won't need that. And besides, it will still be able to use Surf. Right, so you know what? Let's, I'm just going to move you here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it here, but whatever. Right, let's just move that. And now that I remembered, let's have a look at Serperior, but I'm pretty sure it's less than 7 meters. It may look long, but I'm pretty sure it's less than 7 meters. Let me just have a quick look. Actually, Serperior is actually quite a bit longer than I thought. Well, it's 10 foot 10 inches long. That is how many meters? Oh boy, hang on a minute. Well, I'm about 6 foot. That's 1.8. Oh, hang on. I'm 1 foot. That's... Well, I'm 1 foot. I'm 6 foot. That's 1.8 meters, give or take, isn't it? Hang on a minute. You know what? Here's a better idea. Let me have a look at a... Let me just get myself... let me just have a look. A unit converter. Let's see. So we go from... So 7... Ah, here we go. Ah, that's perfect. No. Meters to feet. So if I go more than 7 meters, so... Okay, yeah. I need a Pokemon that's about 23 feet long. Yeah, okay. I definitely don't have that long Pokemon. It definitely has to be an Onix. And actually thinking about it, I guess Tropius being 7 meters tall is going to be ridiculously high. But then again, trees are meant to be that pretty tall, so... Am I crazy to think that? I want to say no, but considering I'm saying this online, I think some people are going to say, yes, I am crazy. But you know what? That's absolutely fine. And actually, before I forget, let me just temporarily... switch the experience gain to regular, and I'm going to do that trick where I'm just going to send out Popplio out to battle, and then immediately switch so we can get the experience, and then any shared experience will go more towards Popplio. And no, I'm not going to do, I'm not going to make that reference, that meme that I've been seeing involving Popplio and a certain like major event that happened not too long ago in the form of a new pope. Oh yeah, there we go. So I changed the settings, so it's immediately chosen the best Pokeball. Interesting. But we're not here to capture Tropius. Instead, we're going to battle. So let's just do a quick few battles and then have Popplio evolve. Who am I going to use against Tropius? I'm probably going to use Ampharos. Well, that's a decent amount of experience points there. Ampharos leveled up. Popplio obviously didn't, but I'm going to assume it's not going to be too far away from leveling up. Let's see. We've got a Pidgeotto, so that'll be easy enough for Ampharos to take care of. Oh yeah, Popplio's not too far away, so a few more battles, and hopefully we'll get Popplio evolved into its next form, and then very quickly again we'll have it evolve into its final form very quickly. Very nice. Hey, that was quick, because I just realised that Popplio gets a boosted amount of experience points. That's pretty cool. So already at level 46, so we're already going to get an evolution! Nice. But unfortunately, it's going to be short-lived for you. Your Popplio evolved into Brione. Brione? I don't know. You've evolved, so yay! Right, let's do that all over again and have you evolve into your final form. Oh, hello, annoying Pelipper. Ooh, hello! I was trying to find you in the last episode. A Bagon, yeah. Okay, I've been wanting to try and catch you. Absolutely. You know what? Sure, this is probably going to fail, but screw it. Let's use a Quick Ball. This is 100% going to fail, isn't it? Oh my god, it actually worked. Nice. Do I get any experience for doing that? Yes, I do. Although Brione is definitely going to take a while to get up to that level, but there we go. Bagon, the Rock-Head Pokemon. It longingly hopes for wings to grow so it can fly. It practices by leaping off cliffs every day. Oh dear. Well, don't worry, dream big, Bagon, because you'll eventually sprout out some wings. But one thing's for sure, I've still got a few more battles to do before Brione evolves, so we're just going to have to keep on going until we get that evolution. There it is, there's the level up. And here comes the evolution. So, sorry you ended up staying in that form for a very short time, but yeah. Nice. Evolved into Primarina. Primarina? Well, ooh, Sparkle Aria. That sounds like a fairy-type move, which I think may have... Oh, yep, that's definitely confirmed my suspicion. You are indeed part fairy-type, so by the sounds of it, I should be able to use you for that particular mission, but I definitely still need to train you up a little bit. And as I said, I kind of want to maybe do a little bit more training anyway, which wouldn't hurt. Anyway, you already know Moonblast. That sounds kind of hype, actually. And you know Hydro Pump. Wow, okay, you've actually got some interesting moves here. You've actually got some pretty interesting moves. Wow. Ah. That could be very useful, actually, Captivate. Oh, these are all kind of useful. I just don't know if I'm going to really use Relic Song that much. So you know what, I think I'm going to forget Relic Song, but you might actually have some interesting moves to have already. I like that. Okay, I'm definitely going to train you up a little bit more, and in fact, I think I am going to maybe do some off-camera training just to level up some of my Ice-type Pokemon as well as all some of my other Pokemon in general. And I think a good way to do that is just to go back to some of those battle houses that I've done and just keep spamming out the battles there and just leveling up my Pokemon like that. That might not be a bad idea. But before we go, let me just, hopefully I can go backwards. Please tell me I can go backwards. No, I'm going to have to go all the way down. Right, we're going to have a little read of the Pokedex entries of all these Pokemon. Here we go, finally got to the bottom here. So, let's start off with Popplio, the sea lion Pokemon. The balloons it inflates with its nose grow larger and larger as it practices day by day. Brion, or Brione. I think it is Brion, actually. Brion, the pop star Pokemon. It attacks by smacking its enemies with the exploding water balloons that it creates. And Primarina, the soloist Pokemon. To Primarina, every battle is a stage. It takes down its prey with beautiful singing and dancing. Well, there we go. And you know what? I think with a bit more training, I think Primarina might actually become a definite, serious, member of my team. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that, but I definitely want to do a little bit more training just to level up Primarina a little bit more. And as I said, I kind of want to train up some other Pokemon as well, just to level them up a little bit, especially have a little bit more of a variety in terms of types and that. So, oh, hang on, before I forget, let me just grab that, because I'm pretty sure someone's going to say, you forgot a sparkling thing. And to be honest, I've probably already forgotten another sparkling thing that may have been around here somewhere. But, yeah, I might want to do some training, actually, although I do need to finish off exploring Seaport City. But I've already been recording this episode for quite a while, and even though I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of editing, this is still going to be a fairly long one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this episode now, and I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of the training. I think what I'll do, I'll do the training maybe after I've done the next episode, after I finish exploring a bit more Seaport City. And then once that's done, I will do some off-camera training and take care of that. But that won't be for a little while. So next episode, we'll just carry on exploring Seaport City, see what's what, and see what that guy's doing to that door. Let's not ask too many questions. And we'll just carry on exploring this area and seeing what's what. So, on that note, thanks very much for watching, everyone. And until next time, I shall catch you all later.